Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak Next English Podcast, the place where learning English is always easy, simple, and very fun. I am Sophia.
Hello, Sophia, and a big hello to all our wonderful listeners joining us from all around the world today. It is a beautiful day to sit down together and practice our English.
It really is, James, and I must say you sound very happy today. You have a lot of positive energy in your voice.
I do. I am feeling very happy and completely full of energy. Do you know why I am so excited today?
Let me guess. Did you have a very long and good sleep last night?
Well, yes, I slept quite well, but that is not the actual reason for my high energy.
Okay, let me try again. Did you win the lottery? Did you become a millionaire this morning?
No, I did not win the lottery. I wish that was the reason. No, the reason is much more simple than that. I just had a delicious cup of coffee.
Ah, of course. Coffee makes everything better, doesn't it? I love coffee too. It is like magic in a cup.
It truly is my favorite part of the entire morning. It wakes me up, it clears my mind, and it gets me ready for the day.
Me too. And actually, James, that is the perfect start because that is our topic for today.
Oh, is our topic for today all about coffee?
Close, but it is a bit more specific. Today we're talking about the daily routine at the coffee shop.
That is a fantastic topic for our listeners. Many people go to coffee shops every single day. For some, it is a very important daily routine that they never skip.
Yes, it's very common. Whether you're going there to grab a drink before work or you're meeting friends to talk, the coffee shop is a very special place in our society.
And for English learners, it's a great place to practice speaking English. You have to order, you have to pay, and you might even talk to the person behind the counter.
Exactly. It's full of useful phrases. But before we go inside and order our drinks, we have a small favor to ask our friends who are listening.
Yes, we do. If you enjoy our podcast and you like learning with us, please take a second right now to click that like button. It really helps our channel grow.
It really helps us more than you know. And please make sure to subscribe to the Speak Next English podcast channel so you don't miss any of our future conversations. We have many more topics coming soon.
And don't forget to share this episode with your friends, especially those friends who love coffee and want to improve their English at the same time.
Okay, James, let's start our lesson. Let's use our imagination. Imagine we're walking through the front door of a busy coffee shop right now. What is the very first thing you notice?
Let me think. The first thing has to be the smell.
Yes, the smell of fresh coffee beans being ground up. It is a wonderful, warm aroma that fills the whole room.
And the sound, too. You hear the hum of the coffee machines go whoosh and the sound of the milk steaming and bubbling. It's a very specific environment.
Great sound effects, James. You are right. It is usually a very busy and noisy place, but in a good way.
So we walk up to the wooden counter. There's a person working there wearing an apron and ready to take our order. Sophia, what do we call this person?
That is a good question for our listeners. In English, we call the person who prepares and serves the coffee a barista.
A barista, I like that word. And in my experience, they're usually very friendly and fast.
Yes, they are. Usually, when it's your turn, they will look at you and say something like, "Hi there, what can I get for you today?" Or, "Hello, what are you having?"
And this is the most important moment for any English learner. This is when we need to place our order clearly.
Exactly. Now, James, how do you usually order your coffee? Do you just look at them and say, "I want coffee"?
No, definitely not. That is a little bit rude. It's way too direct. In English, we try to be a bit softer when we ask for things.
Exactly. We always want to be polite to the people serving us. So what are some better phrases we can use instead of "I want"?
I usually start with, "I would like a coffee, please." It's simple but very effective.
Perfect. "I would like" is a magic phrase in English. You can use it for almost anything you want to buy. It sounds very polite and respectful.
Or if you want to sound a bit more casual but still very polite, you can say, "Can I have a coffee, please?" or "Could I get a coffee, please?"
Yes, "can I have" is also very common, friendly, and perfect for a relaxed coffee shop atmosphere.
But Sophia, just ordering coffee is far too simple these days. When you look at the board behind the counter, there are so many different choices.
You are right. The menu is usually quite big and can look a little intimidating. You have espresso, americano, latte, cappuccino, and many more.
It can be very confusing for someone who just wants a caffeine fix.
It can, but don't worry. You don't need to know every single one. Just choose the style you like. For example, I almost always order a latte.
A latte is basically coffee with a lot of hot steamed milk, right?
Yes, exactly. It's very smooth, creamy, and milky. It's perfect if you don't like your coffee too strong. What about you, James? What is your usual?
I prefer an Americano. It's a strong shot of espresso mixed with hot water. I don't add any milk or sugar to mine.
Very serious. You like the pure coffee experience.
I really like the strong, bold taste. But wait, before the barista makes the drink, we also need to choose the size.
Ah, yes, the sizes. This is where it gets interesting. Usually, most places have small, medium, and large.
But sometimes, especially in big global coffee chains, they use Italian-style names like tall, grande, or venti.
That is true, and it can be a bit strange, but here's a tip for our listeners. If you just say small or medium, the barista will understand you perfectly. You don't have to use the fancy names if you don't want to.
That is good to know. I think I will stick to saying medium. It's safer.
So, let's practice a full, realistic order. James, you be the customer. I will be the barista behind the counter. Ready?
I am ready. Let's do it.
Hi there. Welcome to the shop. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. Can I have a medium Americano, please?
Sure thing. Would you like room for milk?
Oh, a room for milk. Let's explain that to our friends. That means, do I want some empty space at the top of the cup so I can add cold milk from the counter later?
Exactly. Some people like to pour their own milk in.
In that case, no room, please. I like it black and I want as much coffee as possible.
Got it. No room. Anything else to eat with that? We have fresh muffins, cookies, and butter croissants.
Ooh, a croissant sounds very good right now. Yes, please. I'll take one butter croissant.
Great choice. Now, is that for here or to go? Ah, James, this is a very important question that every barista asks.
It really is. For here means you're going to stay in the shop, find a nice table, and relax. Usually, they give you a ceramic cup or a glass.
And to go means you're leaving immediately. You get a paper or plastic cup with a lid so you can carry it safely.
Correct. So, Sophia, to go, please. I have a very busy schedule today.
Okay, that will be $5, please. You can pay with card or cash.
Here you go, exactly $5.
Thank you. We will call your name at the other end of the counter when your order is ready.
Good job, Sophia. That felt like a real, authentic coffee shop experience. I could almost smell the coffee beans.
Thanks. It really is quite simple and stress-free when you know the right phrases to use.
But, Sophia, there's one specific thing that always happens at these places. It's like a little ritual.
What is that? What are you thinking of?
They always ask your name so they can write it on the cup with a marker.
Oh, yes, that is a classic part of the routine. And I have to say, they always spell my name wrong on the cup.
Really? But Sophia is a very common name. How do they get it wrong?
I don't know. Sometimes they write Sophia with an F or Sophie. It is very funny to see what they come up with.
I know exactly what you mean. Even with a short name like Paul, they sometimes write Pole or Paul. It has become a bit of a coffee shop tradition, getting the names wrong on the cups.
It really has. Now, let's talk about the routine after you have placed your order and paid your money.
Okay, so if you chose the for here option, the first thing you need to do is find a comfortable table to sit at.
That can be a challenge. Sometimes the shop is very popular and it's completely full. It's very crowded with people working on laptops or chatting.
Yes, it can be a hunt for a seat. Sometimes you see one empty chair, but there's someone sitting at the table next to it. You don't want to just grab it without asking. What is the best thing to say?
You should always be polite and ask first. You can say, "Excuse me, is this seat taken?"
That is a perfect phrase to memorize. Is this seat taken? It basically means, is anyone using this chair?
Exactly. And if the person says, "No, go ahead," or "No, it's free," then you can take the chair and sit down comfortably.
And what do people actually do once they have their coffee and their seat? What is the atmosphere like?
Oh, people do so many different things. If you look around, you'll almost always see people working intensely on their laptops.
Yes, the digital nomads. They're typing away, busy with work, and drinking their coffee slowly. For those people, the most important question is actually not about the coffee at all.
Let me guess what it is. Is it, what is the Wi Fi password?
Exactly. That is the number one question for workers. Do you have Wi Fi? And what is the password? Are phrases you'll hear constantly.
So true. I also see many people reading books or newspapers. Because of the warm lighting and the smell of coffee, it's a very cozy and comfortable place to read.
It really is. The atmosphere is usually very relaxing. Usually, there is some soft music playing in the background, like jazz or an acoustic guitar, which helps you focus or relax.
I like that environment too. But honestly, my favorite reason to go to a coffee shop is to meet up with a friend and catch up.
That is definitely the best reason. It's a social routine that brings people together.
Yes, in English, we have a great phrase for this. We say, let's grab a coffee. It's a very friendly and casual way to invite someone to hang out and talk.
Let's grab a coffee. I love that. It sounds very natural and much better than saying, I invite you to drink a beverage with me.
Definitely. So imagine I'm sitting at a small table waiting for my friend Mike to arrive.
Okay, I can see it. You're sitting there, checking your phone and waiting.
And then I see Mike walking through the front door. He's looking around for me, so I wave my hand in the air to get his attention.
You can call out to him and say, Over here, Mike.
Yes, over here. And when he finally walks over to the table, we greet each other warmly.
And remember, since it's a friend, you don't need to be formal. You don't say, Hello, Michael, how is your day proceeding? Instead, you say, Hey, good to see you, or How have you been?
And then you find yourself talking for hours and hours, catching up on everything.
And of course, you drink even more coffee and end up eating more cake.
Yes, that happens to me all the time. Coffee shops often have such delicious food on display. They have pastries, cakes, and even fresh sandwiches if you're hungry for lunch.
Do you have a favorite coffee shop snack, Sophia? What is the one thing you can't resist?
I really like a blueberry muffin. There is something about the sweetness that goes so well with a hot cup of coffee. What about you, James?
I love a chocolate brownie, but I try to get only a small one. They're usually very rich.
A small one is definitely enough. They are very sweet and filling.
Now, sometimes people have special requests for their coffee. They don't just want the standard menu item.
Oh, yes, customizing the order is a big part of the coffee shop experience now.
It might sound difficult to explain, but it is actually very easy. For example, let's talk about the milk.
Right, not everyone drinks regular cow's milk anymore.
Exactly. Many people prefer plant-based milk options these days for health or taste reasons.
Like almond milk, soy milk, or the very trendy oat milk.
Oat milk is incredibly popular these days because it is so creamy and delicious.
So if you want to customize, you can simply say, "Can I have a latte with oat milk, please?"
Exactly. It's that simple. Or maybe you want your drink to be a little bit sweeter.
Then you can ask, "Can I have extra sugar?" or "Can I have some syrup?"
Vanilla syrup is very nice in a latte. A vanilla latte is a classic treat. Wow, I am getting very thirsty just thinking about it, Sophia. All this talk about coffee is making me crave a cup.
Me too. I think I need to find another cup of coffee as soon as we finish this episode.
But before we run to the nearest coffee shop, we should review a little bit of what we learned today for our listeners.
That is a good idea. To be polite, remember to use "I would like" or "Can I have?"
And you should always be ready to choose between for here or to go.
And if the shop is crowded and you want to sit down, just ask, "Is this seat taken?" These are very simple phrases, but they are incredibly useful in the real world.
Before we finish, Sophia, I have one more question for you. Do you usually tip the barista?
Ah, the tip jar on the counter. Yes, usually I do. If I pay with cash and I get some coins back, I like to put the change in the jar.
That is very nice of you. Tipping is an interesting topic because it depends on the country. In some places, like the United States, tipping is very important. In other countries, it is not common at all.
That is very true. It depends on where you are in the world, but there is one thing that is important everywhere: saying thank you.
Yes, always say thank you when the barista gives you your drink. It is a small gesture, but it means a lot.
And you can also tell them, have a nice day. It's a friendly way to end the interaction.
It really does make everyone feel good. You know, Sophia, I think the coffee shop might actually be my favorite kind of classroom
Why is that? There are no blackboards or desks there.
because it's a place where you can just sit and listen to people talking. You can hear real English conversations happening all around you.
That is a wonderful tip for our listeners. Go to a coffee shop, buy a drink, and just listen. It's like a live listening exercise.
Yes, listen to the way people order their drinks. Listen to groups of friends laughing and sharing stories. It is great practice for your ears.
And the best part is that it's completely relaxing. There's no stress, no exams, and no pressure.
Exactly, just the smell of coffee and the sound of English.
Well, James, I just checked the time and I think our session is almost up for today.
Oh no, time really does fly when we are talking about something as good as coffee.
It really does. But this was a fun conversation, James. Very fun indeed. I hope our listeners now feel completely ready to walk into any coffee shop and order their next drink in English with total confidence.
I am sure they are more than ready. So, everyone, before we go, we have a question for you today because we want to hear from you.
Yes, please tell us in the comment section below, what is your favorite coffee order?
We want to know the details. Do you like a creamy latte, a strong Americano, or maybe you're not a coffee person and you prefer just a cup of tea?
And tell us about your milk preference too. Do you like oat milk, almond milk, or traditional cow's milk? We want to read your perfect order.
We truly love reading your comments. For us, it feels just like we are sitting down and having a coffee with each and every one of you.
Yes, it really does. It makes our community feel closer. And please, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the Speak Next English podcast channel so you can keep learning with us.
And please share this video with all your coffee-loving friends who are also practicing their English. Let's help everyone learn together.
Thank you so much for listening and spending your time with us today. Have a wonderful, caffeinated day.
Yes, enjoy your coffee and your practice. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.